Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Dangerous Relationship. Along Kei Toyonaga's route, we are on Chapter 5 with him, 5 Seconds Till Love, and he is really starting to show his sadistic side now. I mean, before it was really just dominant, but now it's really starting to be sadistic, which probably makes most people hate him a lot more. But to me, I really like sadistic people in stories and such, but I don't like them to be unfaithful, so I'm really hoping the cheating part is not true. All the rest I'm fine with, just be a faithful sadist, please. Alright, you can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story.
Remember how I was planning to make you my personal stylist?
Didn't you?
Sorry, but that's not happening anymore. Why? Something came up. Jeez.
Kei suddenly jerked back and threw his phone to the floor in surprise. What was that about?
It sounded like a screaming banshee on the line. Girls just freak out so damn much whenever you say anything about breaking up.
I think that's pretty normal. Anyone would flip out if things were going well and then suddenly got dumped.
Wait just a damn second. Weren't you the one saying you wanted to break up a while ago?
It's not entirely my fault, though. I wasn't going to just love someone that didn't really care about me.
Jeez, how greedy can one girl get? You made me dump every last girl I met on the side. And that's pretty mean if you ask me. You're a little devil.
Oh, so he really does care enough for that. Okay, so he was cheating on me, but he likes me enough to dump everybody else and be faithful, so I can deal with that. You are the devil. Ever since that one incident, nothing has been the same. Kei had changed his ways and stopped talking to the other girls he knew. Even more surprising, he stopped hitting on new girls entirely.
Women are scary. There's no end to your jealousy.
Isn't it normal for people to want to be the only one? Don't you ever think about that yourself? Kei answered without hesitation.
Never. I've never dumped a girl for seeing a guy. I don't care what she does when she's not with me.
Oh. So what he was saying is that he wouldn't care if I saw another guy.
What if it was so?
It made it seem like Kei never felt any jealousy at all. Something about that felt lonely. So, if you're never jealous, has that ever been a problem? What if you had a role where you were supposed to be?
What are you talking about?
You know, in a drama, what if you had a role where you needed to be jealous?
You don't get it. Acting is one thing and reality is another.
But I heard an interview with an actor once. The reason he could act so well was because he had experienced that emotion before. Isn't that how actors are supposed to do it? Kei shook his head at me.
Everyone has their own way of acting. If you can't act without experiencing it, how does anyone play a murderer?
Oh, good point. They study.
You see, I've got my own way of doing things.
But a mischievous smile crept across his face as he turned to me.
So if it's for acting, you don't care if I fall in love with another girl?
Just fall in love with me. How was I supposed to answer his question? Obviously, I don't like it.
But won't it be good experience for my acting? Isn't that what you want?
But I knew that I couldn't control his desires. But at the same time, I didn't want him to leave me for someone else.
It's okay. I'm having more fun playing with you than toying with other girls,
he said quietly as he stroked the hair on my head. Kei pulled me in by the shoulders and kissed me. His warm breath brushed softly on my skin and tickled my cheeks. Kei, no! Tomorrow we have to get up early, I said preemptively to stop him from taking it any further.
Oh, are you kidding me? If you want me for yourself, you have to make up for it. All my love has got to go somewhere, and you're all I've got.
His sweet words made my emotions swell inside as his lips touched my ear, lips, and neck. Despite some resistance, I soon fell victim to the seduction of his kiss. The next day, for the first time ever, Kei invited me to the studio where they were filming the drama.
Huh?
When So saw us arrive, he watched perplexed and watched me closely with his eyes.
What are you doing here?
I'm his one and only toy now. Well, I was unsure about what to tell him. But before I even got out a word, Kei yanked me towards him. He wrapped his arm around my shoulder and answered in my place.
She's my personal stylist. It's normal for her to come with me.
So looked back and forth between us warily. He must have been completely shocked at the two of us together. After worrying about me so much, I was now at the source of the problem.
Hey, Kay, we need to talk about the shoot today. Be right there. See you later, Dirili.
Kay ran off, leaving me alone with So, who squinted his eyes suspiciously at me. What's going on? Didn't you break up with him? I was going to, but a few things happened. And Kay promised me he would stop talking to other girls, too. How could you be so gullible? Huh? Of course he would say that. That doesn't mean he won't break it the first chance he gets. I was shocked to hear So speak so critically of Kay. How could you be shocked about that? How can you say that? He's your brother. It's true, and you know it. He's got a track record for this kind of thing. Why would you even believe him? It was true that Kay was very fickle. He changed his mind about things all the time. At the same time, though, I just couldn't imagine he was trying to trick me. I want to believe in him. So rubbed his forehead with his hand and shook his head at me. You're just going to get hurt again, you know. As if sick of trying to talk sense into me, So turned and slowly walked away. Perhaps I was so charmed by Kay that I was making all the wrong decisions. Pots bubbled and boiled as I cooked dinner for Kay and myself that night. Click. Kay popped open the door, arriving home a bit after me.
Making dinner already?
Yeah, it's almost ready.
Oh, I was hoping to go out to eat somewhere to celebrate my new job.
What? Really? What's it for? I turned my attention toward Kay, eager to hear more about this new work of his.
Hey, watch what you're doing. You're overflowing.
Oops. I quickly turned off the heat to keep the water from boiling over again. So, what kind of job is it? Is it a drama? A talk show?
It's actually a commercial for lipstick. I'm in it with that one actress.
When you mentioned her name, I recognized her as a famous actress on a very popular series. Wow, way to go! That's awesome news! Many directors bought proposals to Kay for work. However, a job of this caliber only happened for him about once a year.
Hey now, chill out. Don't get so excited. I'm famous, you know. This sort of thing happens all the time.
Not one as big as this. You're in it with that actress. Everyone's going to be talking about it.
Why? I don't get why people like her so much. Is she really that pretty?
Yeah, she is. Don't you think so? Why am I pressing this with him when I'm supposed to be jealous in the first place?
I don't know. I'm not really big on her face. You know what I like, though.
My face? Kay walked up behind me and pinched me on the rear.
I like the sounds you make when I touch you.
Stop it! I tried pushing his hand away, but his relentless attack did not cease. Kay, not right now. I'm still cooking, can't you see?
How can you say that when I know you're all wet down there?
He whispered dirty words into my ear while slipping his hand under my skirt. His slender fingers pinched and squeezed my inner thighs. That sounds painful. My ability to resist his attack was crumbling. What about dinner? Turn off the stove. I hope they turn off the stove. In a matter of minutes, he and I were absorbed in a passionate love. The next day, well, I guess they must have turned it off if the place didn't burn down. The next day, I headed to the studio with Kay for his new job.
Good morning. Good morning. Did we get here early?
I think so. It doesn't look like that actress is even here yet.
She got stuck in some traffic down the road. She should be here any minute.
Click. Just as the director had said that, the door opened and she came walking in. Good morning. Her face and figure looked so dainty and delicate compared to what I saw on TV.
Great. Once you're done with makeup, I'd like to get started right away.
All right. A short while later, the filming began, but something didn't seem right.
I'm just not feeling it. This isn't quite getting the sex appeal I want. You've got to be kidding. Another retake? It's a commercial. If we don't get it right, it's not going to sell.
They had already done countless takes of the commercial already. For some reason, however, the director wasn't satisfied with what he saw.
What do you want me to do then? I'm not feeling any passion between you two. It's like you don't even want her.
Okay, you're gonna have to pretend she's me.
You'd be right. Why would I when we weren't even lovers?
Oh God, that's not what an actor says. Did you seriously just say that? It's called acting because you act a role. It's your job to make people believe that.
I just can't do it. Not with you.
Then you're a terrible actor! At the rate they were bickering, I thought it would turn into a shouting match. Stop them, I must intervene. Kay, stop it! Try to act a little more professional on the job, please.
Dirili.
He settled down a little bit after I stepped in and rebuked him. I can't believe it! The rumors were true. You really can't act if your life counted on it. I should have never taken this job. Sorry, but I just can't do this anymore. Well, I guess I'll have to step in and take her place. The studio was enveloped in silence as she stormed out the door.
Wait! What are you all standing around for? Someone find our manager, quick!
In a matter of seconds, everyone was running around frantically. I could barely believe what I just witnessed.
What the hell am I supposed to do now? We shelled out $2 million to make this commercial. It's ruined without her.
Kay, you have to apologize. It's your fault she left.
I'm not the one who has to foot the bill. What do I care?
Seriously, Kay? Is that all you think about this job?
First of all, even if I drag her back here, we're not going to get what the director wants. I feel nothing from her. I can't make it look like something it's not.
Kay stared at me, blinking his eyes, as if he had something else to say. What?
I have an idea. Hey, how about we use her for the role?
What? The surprise of his suggestion shattered my mind.
She's not even an actress, though. Yeah, but it's fine since the one shot is just a close-up of her lips anyway. It shouldn't matter who we use, right? But, I mean, it doesn't matter to me. It's just a suggestion. At least, you'd have something to show on TV then.
The director scratched his head in thought.
Fine, we'll give it a shot. Get this girl some makeup.
Suddenly, I was the center of attention. Were they actually serious about this? Is there anyone else? Why are you even asking that? You know Kay needs you in this position here. If it didn't work with the actress, it's not going to work with anyone else.
No, you're perfect. You may look goofy, but at least I can feel something with you.
What a backhanded compliment. What do you mean, goofy?
Hurry up, please. We're almost out of time here.
Before I knew it, I was being rushed into the dressing room. Normally, I worked in here putting outfits on other people. Close your eyes for a second, please. But today, I was the one getting work done on me. With my makeup out of the way, I walked back into the studio. Sorry for the wait. It caused a commotion in the studio when I came walking back in.
Wow, Dirili, you look really nice with makeup.
Really? I turned toward Kay, curious to see if he had anything to say about me.
Yeah, you actually look good now.
What? So I didn't before?
Oh, I think this might work after all. Can we get a camera test, Dirili?
Sure. I blinked my eyes shut as a blast of light showered my face. My pulse raced as all the cameras and lights took position around me.
Camera set. Alright, let's do this. Kay, make sure to get up real close to Dirili. No problem.
Kay moved slowly toward me. The lights were so bright that I still couldn't make out his expression. As I sit in the chair waiting, he inched closer and closer. And then... he gently lifted a lock of my hair, spilling strands between his fingers.
I finally found you.
My heart pounded with intensity. Raising my chin, I looked straight into his beautiful eyes. He gave me the same look as when he teased me in bed. Meanwhile, everyone in the studio watched without even risking a blink. His lips moved nearer, slowly coming toward my own. I closed my eyes in anticipation, waiting for his kiss, as I had so many times before. Kay whispered to me so quietly that even I could barely hear it.
It's so easy to read you. You need me so bad, you couldn't live a minute without me.
My heart pounded against my chest like a drum.
But that's not enough. You have to love me more and more.
His lips closed in for a kiss. I so easily forgot about everyone watching and leaned in to take it.
Cut! Great job!
The director's voice crackled through the studio, leaving our kiss dead in the air.
That was amazing, Kay. It was on a whole different level than the other takes. It really felt genuine this time. That's exactly the shot I was hoping for. You see, I'm just that good at acting. The actress has no idea what she's talking about. I don't know what our sponsor is going to think about this, but I'm convinced this is the best take we're going to get. People are going to love it.
The director quickly ran off, while dialing a number on his phone. Kay turned, bringing his attention back to me.
What are you staring off into space for? We're done here. Go and wipe off all that makeup.
What, I thought you liked it. Alright. My legs wobbled and I shook as I stood up. That lost kiss and the blinding lights made me unsteady on my feet.
Whoa, careful.
Kay stepped in and held my arm to help me regain my balance. Thanks. My head was still swimming with the memory of his lips. I stared without a weak reply and looked at him bashfully. Everything inside of me was craving to find closure from that incomplete kiss.
Well, what kind of face is that? You look like you could do it right here.
I shook my hands and head to hide my shame. No, that's... Flustered, I tried to deny it, but he just stared back at me. He had completely read my mind.
Don't worry, I'll make it up to you all night long.
Kay smiled slyly as he looked down into my eyes. I meekly answered as if to hide my overwhelming anticipation. Okay. With my nod, I confirmed his suspicions. And so, the commercial later aired and quickly became the talk of the town. It starred Kay, of course, and that meant many people were interested by default. But more so, people were curious about the mysterious woman who appeared with him. At first I felt completely embarrassed to be a part of it all. Then again, it made me happy to know I had been able to help Kay's commercial become a success. Is that the new lipstick for the one thing Kay's in? Yeah, I'm surprised you knew. It was such a good commercial too. I don't ever remember Kay being so sexy before. Who was that girl in it with him anyway? Whoever it was so jealous. How come she gets to see Kay like that and not me? The commercial was such a hit that I didn't go more than a day without hearing about it. Everyone's talking about your commercial, you know. I guess it's selling really well now because of you.
You ever doubted me? I'm not surprised one bit.
People are saying you turned over a new leaf in your career too.
I've always been this good. People were just too stupid to notice.
I thought you might say that. He stared up at the ceiling and muttered thoughtfully.
I might have reached a turning point though.
Huh?
Remember the talk we had earlier about using your past experience to help your acting? I didn't really get what you meant at the time. But after that commercial, I'm beginning to see it.
See what exactly?
Well, the difference between the takes with the actress and the one with you.
So you're saying... you just love me that much? My heart raced when I suggested it. We got him blushing. In turn, he pinched my cheeks and pulled them apart. Hey, stop it! That hurts!
Don't get so full of yourself, moron. Who would fall in love with a dork like you?
But you were saying...
Forget it.
Oh, but that face! That's a tiger face! Why are you making Tiger's face? Kay grumbled before swooping in and stealing a kiss from my lips. It could have been our millionth kiss together for all I knew, but I never grew tired of them. Ever since the first kiss, they just got better and better.
Tomorrow we're off, which means I've got all night to make you moan.
That night, I got to be his toy like so many nights before. Ever since then, Kay seemed to be showing great progress as an actor.
Thanks, Kay. What you did today was amazing. What do you mean? Aren't I always that good?
On the other hand...
What's wrong, So? You aren't acting like yourself today.
I'm sorry.
You can do better. Make sure you get plenty of sleep with your busy schedule.
I will. So had been performing poorly. Now many of the retakes were because of him. It made me wonder if something had happened to him.
We'll wrap it up here for today. Good work, everyone. All right.
Everyone was packing their things up when Kay walked over my way.
Hey, you. Did you see my acting today?
Yeah, I did. You did a good job.
I know I did. I just wanted to make sure you knew that too.
Wow, you're so thoughtful. Why am I not surprised? His acting these days was so impressive that the old rumors about him seemed like a joke. Everyone was talking about Kay turning over a new leaf. I believed it too. Just then, I felt the gaze of someone staring at me. I turned to see who it was. Oh, it was So, looking my way with sad eyes. Why can't I clone myself so I can be with both of them? When our eyes met, his eyes shot open with surprise. And then just like that, he walked out of the studio.
What's wrong?
Nothing. That sad face of his weighed heavily on my mind. What was causing So to worry so much? Ah. You silly, clueless girl, couldn't you tell that I liked you all this time? I was half expecting Akira to like me in this too. Alright, well, Chapter 7 will be my one and only. So hope to see you there or in some of my other videos. And I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.